One of the main reasons that we're struggling in our relationships today, our relationships aren't working out right. We struggle in our marriage. We struggle in raising our kids. We struggle with our relationship with our boss. We struggle with all of our relationships with our family, with our fathers, with our brothers, with just whatever the situation is. And a lot of that is because we can't love people properly. The reason that we can't love people properly is because we can't love ourselves properly. This is what it boils down to. Jesus said, you're supposed to love your neighbor as yourself and love the Lord your God with all of your heart, all of your soul, and all of your mind. It's the greatest commandment. And the reason that we can't love others with all of our heart, with all of our soul, with all of our mind, the reason that we can't love our neighbor as ourselves, love other people and strangers, the reason we can't love God the way we're supposed to, the reason we can't love our family and the people that we have relationships with the way that we're supposed to, is because we can't love ourselves properly. We can't love ourselves properly because we know in our spirit, in our heart, in our soul, we're supposed to be doing the work necessary to earn our own love. We're not just going to love ourselves because we exist. Like, I just love myself. Well, maybe you're not worthy of love because you're a selfish person. Maybe you're not very worthy of love because you're lazy and you know you could be doing better or should be doing better, but you're not. Maybe you don't love yourself because your perspective is wrong and you need to shift in your perspective and change what you think is worthy of love. But it starts with loving yourself. And you can't love yourself just because, well, I love myself. Well, what's to love? You're not doing any work. You're not growing. You're not trying to challenge yourself. You don't have good habits every day. You're not living by discipline. And then you wonder why you can't love yourself. Well, self-love, because you're a selfish person. Selfish people, and there's a lot of selfish people that are just so naive and have these big giant egos that they just think that they should love themselves. But at the end of the day, there's not a lot to love if you haven't earned it. You've got to earn your own love just as much as somebody else has to earn your love. Are you earning your love with your daily habits? Are you earning your own love by the way that you live your life? Are you earning your own love by living a life worthy of your own respect? The people that you truly respect, that you hold in a high regard, they've earned that from you. You wonder why you can't love yourself. It's because you don't respect yourself. And the reason that you don't respect yourself is because you're not living a life worthy of your own respect. Your habits aren't worthy of respect. Your plans and goals and dreams aren't worthy of respect. The work that you put in is not any better than anybody else's. So it's not worthy of your own respect. And because you can't respect yourself, you can't love yourself. And because you can't love yourself, you can't love others properly. And because you can't love others properly, you can't love God properly. We wonder why we don't get the love from others that we want or that we wish that we could have. It's because it boils down to us, to our daily habits. I'm not trying to beat the same drum, but at the end of the day, it's the same drum that needs to be beat. Our daily habits, that's the foundation for a great life. Not only because of the discipline that it builds, not only because of the character that it builds within us, but because of the love that it builds within us. And what is a life that's full of accomplishments that doesn't have love? What is a life that's full of success, but there's no love? What is it when you have everything that you want in life, but you don't have love? It's empty, man. There's plenty of billionaires and millionaires that have committed suicide because they had what everybody else wanted, but they didn't have the one thing that they wanted most, which was love. The reason that they didn't have love is because they couldn't love themselves. And they couldn't love themselves because they weren't giving themselves the respect that was needed to earn their love. They couldn't give themselves the respect because they weren't living a life worthy of respect. Have the right habits. Live a life of character and suffering and discipline. That'll build respect for yourself. Because you respect yourself, you'll love yourself. Because you love yourself, you'll be able to love others properly and serve them. And because you love and serve others, you'll be able to love God properly. And then what is given is received. As you give that love, you receive that love. But you're not giving love and you think you're going to get it. That's not how it works.